Hello, my name is Karen Hughes, and I am the Domestic Violence Clinical Services Coordinator for the Life Crisis Center, and I want to welcome you to Life Crisis Today. 50% of sexual assaults have alcohol as a base, and it's either the perpetrator or the victim or even both. So with me today is Summer Miles, and we have a new program called B.R.A.V.E. that she's going to be talking about. Welcome, Summer.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, starting a new program. It sounds great.
It's exciting. A lot of work, boots on the ground, but it's definitely exciting. Yeah, for sure.
So define what is B.R.A.V.E.?
So B.R.A.V.E. stands for Bars and Restaurants Against Violence Every Day. Mm-hmm. It is a virtual self-paced program geared towards restaurants, bars, alcohol serving establishments for their staff to participate in and become trained in bystander intervention.
Okay. And I know that the logo is a lion. It's a very colorful lion. Why a lion?
You know, to step up and speak out and kind of intervene in a potential situation that involves violence. It takes bravery, it takes a little bit of courage, so we really just wanted to emphasize that and try and make it colorful and stand out and make it a really positive thing.
Mm-hmm. And not be that bystander that just kind of stands there and looks and waits for somebody else.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to sit back and kind of watch things or deflect the responsibility. So we want to encourage people to stand up and speak out about it.
Yeah. So you said bars and restaurants. How are they going to help? Well, how are they going to get involved?
Getting bars and restaurants involved is as simple as being open-minded to the program and allowing their staff to participate in it and really encouraging their staff to complete the training, having us come in, educate them, provide materials. That's all it really takes on their end.
Wow. You've been mentioning the word bystanders.
Yes.
What is that? Bystander
is somebody who witnesses an event. We typically think of a witness for a crime, and it really has a negative connotation. You don't think happy, positive thoughts when you hear the word bystander. We're really trying to change that attitude and that connotation of the word bystander and encourage people to be a pro-social bystander, which is somebody who witnesses an event and they react to it. They do something about it.
Okay. So bystander theory is what?
Bystander theory, it's pretty ironic, but it just kind of explains that the more people around you, the less somebody is to do something. And you think, there's a room full of people, somebody's going to do something. But the issue is everybody thinks somebody else is going to do something. They deflect that responsibility and say, well, that's not on me, that's on somebody else. But when everybody thinks the same thing, it becomes an issue.
Right.
In a more intimate setting, somebody's more likely to speak out. So instead of maybe a loud, crowded bar, a more formal dining room, if somebody were to hear something, they might be more willing to do something. So we're really trying to change that attitude about being a pro-social bystander.
Yeah. You also mentioned that the bars and restaurants are going to have training. What's going to be involved with the training?
The training is pretty easy. It's really not a huge commitment. I come in, I set up a poster in a staff designated area, a break room or where they clock in, something like that. There's a QR code they scan. It takes them right to the webpage. Like I said before, it's a self-paced virtual program.
Okay.
It's not some big presentation that I'm going to take an hour of your time.
No classroom that they have to go to.
No sitting in a classroom, no PowerPoint, nothing like that. It's a couple different lessons, kind of why we're doing this, how to react to situations, what to look for, and resources for afterwards. There's a little pre-test and a post-test. It's just for my knowledge. You can get it all wrong realistically and you'd still complete the program.
Right.
I hope you don't get it all wrong, but and I'm the boots on the ground, so it's really not that much involved for the restaurants.
Right. In the training, is there an approach that you're doing? Is there like a theory that they're using to do the teaching? What's that?
So the program focuses on bystander intervention, and the method that we're using to get people to respond to these incidents are the 4 Ds of bystander intervention.
Okay.
Direct, distract, delegate, and delay. Distract is as simple as you see something unfolding at one of your tables. If you're a server, you might walk up and just say, hey, I forgot what you ordered. What can I get you to drink? That's just distracting from the situation. You're kind of inserting yourself, but not in
really,
a very assertive way.
Right.
Just kind of letting them, the aggressor and the person that's on the receiving end of that, know there's other people watching.
Right.
That's distract. Direct is directly walking up to the aggressor. Hey, bud, I'm getting your tab. It's time for you to go. Like, call your ride. You're out of here. You're done for the night. And then we have delegate, which means bring in a third party.
Okay.
Automatically, you think, call the police. Not necessarily.
Okay.
This could be somebody with a little bit more authority, like a manager, possibly the bartender, or even the bouncer or security guard checking IDs.
Right.
Bring them in so that you don't have to put yourself in that situation.
Okay.
If you're not comfortable,
Delegate it to them.
delegate it to them. Obviously, there are some situations where the police do need to get involved.
Right.
We hesitate to say automatically call the police because that can escalate a situation and make it dangerous for other people involved. If the aggressor were to catch wind, you called the cops on me, that could escalate it.
Right.
To even bring even more violence to the situation.
Right.
And lastly, we have delay. This is a delayed response. Maybe you watched a situation unfold. You're going up to the person on the receiving end of that aggression and just saying, hey, do you want me to call a ride? Or, hey, come sit with my group of friends and I until your ride comes. Letting them know that someone's there, just to be there as a support system.
Right. You also said that there's going to be some resources for the restaurants and bars. What's that going to be?
We provide all of the resources. There will be rack cards given to them in a waiting room or an entrance somewhere. A lobby somewhere where people might be sitting.
Yeah.
That just gives a little synopsis of the B.R.A.V.E. program. You know, why it's good that they're participating in it. Some resources. Their staff, once they've completed it, they'll get a little wallet card trifold. And it has the 4 Ds listed on the inside in case they ever need a refresher. It's a perfect size to fit in a server book in their aprons. And then tear off posters in the bathroom for resources in a more private setting so that they don't feel like they have to go grab a rack card in front of a crowded bar scene. In a more private setting, they can take that contact information. It has life crisis contact information on it. We're also going to provide the restaurant with a window cling that is just simply the B.R.A.V.E. logo.
Okay.
We're really trying to make that colorful lion head very recognizable, whether it's on college campuses to the community, to signify that this restaurant is working. They're a partner with the B.R.A.V.E. program. They're working with Life Crisis Center. This is a safe bar you can go to. Their staff know what they're doing. If you were to go out with a group of girlfriends, maybe you'd consider this establishment over another because
you know it's safe.
You know it's a safe environment.
Right. What are the benefits for the bars and restaurants? I mean, why would they want to get involved?
Absolutely. We have, other than it's just the right thing to do.
Right, it is.
They're going to get a lot of good PR from it. We're putting up a couple of billboards, and if they participate and they are a partner with us, they have the opportunity to have their logo on that billboard.
Oh, wow.
Which is awesome. Directly saying, this is the B.R.A.V.E. program, and they are a part of it.
Right.
Any outreach events we do, we're going to be recognizing them as a partner. Hey, on college campuses, their logo could be on posters, on our website, on our B.R.A.V.E. website page. Their establishment will be listed as one of the participating establishments.
And the goal of the program, I mean, this is new, so what kind of goals do you have?
The goal is to really make it not a huge burden on the restaurants. We understand we're still coming off of COVID. There's staffing issues all around.
Right.
We're really trying to make it an easy program to have their staff integrate into, and it's an easy thing for them to participate in. We are starting here locally around the Salisbury area to really focus on establishments around the college campus. We have a really good downtown area, a lot of local businesses, a great community, and we're really just trying to make that community a little bit safer for patrons as they celebrate and they're out and about. We think it's a great place to start because the Salisbury community is a great local business community.
Yeah, definitely.
The dream is to have it eventually move towards Ocean City. Obviously, there's a lot that goes on in Ocean City over the summer. But we think definitely focusing and getting a strong structure and foundation here in Salisbury is very important.
Yeah. So if they've trained their staff, you said 75% is your goal for them, each organization. But what about new staff or older staff that have been there and have already had the training? What kind of efforts for that?
Yeah. So ideally every 6 months we would bring in another poster, have them complete it again.
Okay.
And that's really just to have them do it again, refresh their memory, keep up to date with best practices, update statistics, things like that. We would like to see it brought into an onboarding process. So as somebody is filling out their tax paperwork, going through their employee handbook, on a page of
the orientation time.
Orientation time,
okay.
Yeah. Have it in that orientation packet. Hey, just so you know, everybody at this restaurant is B.R.A.V.E trained, bystander trained. You need to do this training before your first day. And that way it can kind of stay on top of things and not get left behind till the next 6 months come into play.
Yeah. So you said Salisbury. Where are you hoping to start?
We actually have an establishment that has already begun the training.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Pit and Pub of Salisbury across from the university.
Oh, perfect.
Now, they're not downtown, but they are in very close proximity to the university. So we are very excited to have them kind of first on board, and then we're hoping to slowly trickle into some more downtown locations.
Okay. So you said expanding. I know your goal is to eventually be in Ocean City too, but is it going to be like just the local establishments? Are you trying to get into all types of restaurants, even like chain restaurants? What are your hopes for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I see this being something that chains could participate in. And we're definitely open to that idea. Just with starting in Salisbury, like I said, that foundation and that community that already exists between all of the local Salisbury establishments, we're really trying to capitalize on that to start.
Well, they see it as their home.
Exactly.
And they're providing to their local community, so this is a local community project. Yeah.
We're focusing on the places where you walk in and you see your favorite bartender, you see your favorite server, you sit in the same table every Friday night, you come with the same group of friends, you're running into your neighbors, your coworkers. We're lucky to be a part of such a great, tight-knit community.
It is.
And I think this is definitely a program that's going to take off once we get some more participation.
Yeah. Anything else about the B.R.A.V.E program that you want to talk about, or any other thoughts that maybe you forgot to mention?
We're just really excited to be here in Salisbury in such a great community. The idea is to safely do something and do it safe.
Right, and keep people safe.
Yeah. Yep, we just want to make our community a little bit safer so that patrons are able to celebrate their life's accomplishments pretty much, whether it's a birthday, promotion, whatever.
Or just going out and enjoying each other.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, great. Well, thank you, Summer.
Thank you for having me.
This is an exciting program.
I'm very excited about it. Thank you.
And I want to thank you for joining us. I hope that you learned a lot and can look for that logo, the lion logo, the B.R.A.V.E logo. It's going to be in our community real soon. Also want to thank PAC 14 for helping make this show available. Thank you.